Hey everyone, Seth Campbell here. Welcome back to Segway Plays The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. In the last episode, we cleared out the north half of the Great Sea for all its collectibles, and the plan for this episode is to clear out the lower half of the Great Sea. So why am I sailing towards Six Eye Reef right now? Well, the thing is, I kind of missed something. Yeah. So remember the whole flag about which reef I was supposed to go to and getting all confused because of my notes in the end of the last one? Well, I was supposed to do something at Six Eye Reef, but it was not actually around the reef. Somewhere around here, I believe to the southwest of the reef, yeah, I think I see it, there ought to be a submarine. And that's what I was supposed to do here. Hopefully this is the last major blunder in the planning, but with me, you never know. Let's see, there's all these little rafts with bokoblins, but I don't think we really need to bother all that much with them. So let's investigate the submarine. I think this might be our last submarine, just in general. And more moblins, or another moblin. And morths, great. Always love morths, don't we? And... die. And another one, you would think these guys would see what's happening to their friends and just stay up there, because I can't get there. You'd think they would just stay up there, but no, each of these moblins is determined. They are going to be the one who stops this legendary hero wannabe kid. Didn't really work out too well. So I have been behind on recording. Oh, good. And that's because the new Smash Bros. Came out. Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I am loving it, and I've been playing it a lot. So my free time, when I'm not working on music and projects and such, has gone to that instead of this. But we got a piece of heart, which means we've collected 3 out of this heart container, which means there is just 1 piece of heart left in the entire Great Sea. There's 1 piece of heart and 1 treasure chart, 3 more Triforce charts, and a few treasures from treasure charts to collect, but then we are done with collectibles. With the exception, of course, of the figurine gallery, because as I said, that's too big a task to do in a main Let's Play, and I am reserving it for bonus videos. So, what are we going to do now? Well, I am going to meet you at one of these islands in the lower half of the Great Sea. I'm not entirely sure which one yet, because I have to look at my treasure charts, but I'm assuming... Actually, I can probably just go Southern Triangle Island. Well, I'll meet you somewhere interesting, and then I'll tell you where I am. Oh, that's right. We have to get the Triforce Shards as well. Yeah, that's... And we're back. I spent all that time planning my route, only to decide to just sail due south, because that's where the next Triforce Shard is. And I believe I said there were 3 Triforce Shards remaining. I meant there were 5. So, just so long as we cleared that up. But one of them is here at Southern Triangle Island, or just off of Southern Triangle Island. And, oh, that's right, lots of sea hats. I have a feeling this is going to be a problem. Okay, it's to the north of the island, so I should just be... Maybe I could just use arrows. What am I doing? I don't need this boomerang. Yeah, that works. is that, that is, yeah, that must be it. So it does create light rings. I don't know if I talked about that already, because I wasn't sure. Yeah, here we come into the frame. And now! Oh, that's perfect. That ought to do it. What could it be, as if we don't already know? It's another Triforce shard! That makes 4 out of 8. Now, I am going to sail west 1, because there is another Triforce shard just off of Stone Watcher Island. And so I shall meet you there. Here we are. I'm going to see if I'm lucky enough to avoid dealing with these cannon boats, because I don't feel like it right now. Oh, I'm starting to get good at this. Watch me totally screw up the next one. Another Triforce shard, 5 out of 8. So now, let's see, where am I going next? I am going to go back to Bird's Peak Rock, I think? Isn't that? No, it's not. Okay, so much for my plan. Let me check the incredible chart again. Excuse me, the incredible chart. Oh, no, that's right. I thought 3 of them. Oh, that's right. Oh, I was thinking there were 3 shards in this row. There were 3 charts that are originally in this row. So, what I am going to do then is I am going to sail south from here to Shark Island, because there is a treasure chart that has Shark Island marked on it, unless that... No, okay, it's not that. It's not that one. Oh no, because that's a Triforce chart. Of course, I would see that. That's the only thing I do wish maybe they'd redesigned the actual chart appearance of the Triforce charts from the treasure charts, so you could easily tell while scrolling through. I know the text is in a different color, but the charts look pretty much the same. But anyway, I'm going to sail south to Shark Island, which is where I will see you next. Here we are at Shark Island, and speaking of sharks, apparently I was basically the last person on Earth to hear about the Baby Shark song that I mentioned a few episodes ago. Baby Shark doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, Baby Shark doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Apparently, like, this is the bane of everyone's existence, and it had only just been introduced to me. So now I know better. Silver Rupee! Let's see, our next destination is going to be one to the right, which is Southern Fairy Island. Because there is another treasure chart there. A treasure chart spot. And there's also something else I want to do there. You know the drill. As we approach Southern Fairy Island, full disclosure, I stopped off at Beetle's shop ship and purchased a few things that I really didn't need, just to try to get us up to the 60-point membership. So I would like to show that before this is all over. Might end up in a bonus video, depending on how things go. I don't think I made it quite far enough this time. Oh no. I might be just close enough. Oh, I did it! Yeah. Okay. Maybe I am getting the feel for this. And this random treasure chest in the sea is a special one because it is our last piece of heart. We have completed all 20 heart containers. Now, granted, 3 of those we started with, and a few we picked up from boss fights, but still, that's pretty darn good. Now, while I'm here at Southern Fairy Island, there are these 3, I'm blanking on the word towers here. These sea platforms. And they've all got cannons on them. So you know what that means. And while I'm doing this, time for a good story. No, not a story from you, King of Red Lions. I meant a story from me. So, my girlfriend and I are in charge of watching my sister's cat when she goes away on vacation. And so, we have the cat. The cat's he's a rescue cat. He's a very sweet cat, extremely talkative, though. Like, he'll just walk into a room, essentially meowing and yelling, wanting attention. So, and of course, so Mr. Saturn is the name of the cat, because my sister's also a game fan. And, of course, things get interesting with our dog, Mischief. Oh, is that the only one you had to clear the cannons from? Huh. Let me see about this. Maybe you only have to clear the cannons on that one, which would be weird, but... so, yeah, so there's Mr. Saturn the cat, and of course our dog Mischief. And this goes about the way you would expect a dog and a cat situation to go, in that the dog is very friendly and wants to play with the cat, and the dog has a tremendous amount of energy. The cat wants nothing to do with the dog. And she usually, or he, the cat, usually hisses at the dog, and the dog just takes that as communication and continues trying to play. And so, but here's the thing. So, when my sister's away and we're in charge of the cat, you know, we have to leave the door open so the cat can wander and explore. But this is the way things typically go overnight. And when I say overnight, I'm talking like 2, 3 in the morning. And I'll break it down for you as follows. Step 1. Cat wants attention. Step 2. Cat walks into room yelling. Step 3. Cat's yelling wakes up dog. Step 4. Dog attempts to play with cat. Step 5. Dog chases cat out of room. Step 6. Dog returns to sleep. Step 7. Repeat steps 1 through 6 indefinitely. Like, I'm telling you, neither of them ever learns. That's the amazing thing. Like, they just keep going through this cycle, and for us, it's hilarious, but also, you know, we want to go to sleep. Let's get this last one here. I think it's the last one. Okay, it does make a second chest appear, but that looks like a less significant one. Are there any cannons left? No. Anyway, well, you notice those chests appeared on the center platform, and that center platform does not have a ladder. But these platforms have ladders. And so when you climb all the way up, defeat the Bokoblins, because they're going to need to be able to focus just a little bit up here. Which way is the wind blowing right now? Oh, it's blowing the right way. Okay, perfect. You'll also notice that platform is ever so slightly lower than these other ones, and that gives us just enough room to soar over to it with our Deku Leaf. And in this treasure chest, based on the way it looks, you might be able to guess. It is, in fact, our final treasure chart. So we now have all of the heart pieces, and we have collected all of the treasure charts. Now I'm curious where this one actually leads us. I hope it's not in the north half of the Great Sea, or the north portion, because you can't really divide into halves, I suppose, but... Let's see. You get a skull necklace for doing all the extra effort, which we don't really need anymore. But we can sell it to Beetle. So what am I doing? Ah, yes. I am finding the last treasure chart. And I am opening it. And it actually sends us south. That's perfect. To Headstone Island. So, what am I going to do now? I am going to go east to Ice Ring Isle because there's a treasure there, and we're going to catch Headstone Island when we sweep back across for the final time. And jump. Wind is already facing east, so that's perfect. See you in a moment. Morning has broken like the first morning. Love that song. I grew up on Cat Stevens, aka Yusuf. I believe I was actually, the story goes I was christened at the Unitarian Church to that song. So yes, I grew up Unitarian. All the jokes you've heard are true. But here we are. Am I close enough? Yes! Now, as you might guess, since we've gotten all the pieces of heart, we're basically trawling for silver rupees at this point. And that's what we're gonna get. But I do want to show all these in case you're curious, and just for the sake of getting everything done. Let's see, Cliff Plateau Isles is next. That's 2 squares to the east, and that has a shard of the Triforce around it. Not that one, but one of them. And so I'm going to sail 2 squares to the east. I'll see you at the Cliff Plateau Isles. Here we go. I overshot it a little bit, but oh no. This guy's not going to leave me alone, is he? Oh, you can't L-target with this thing. I wanted to see if you could do this with bombs. Well, I guess you can do it that way. Oh, you can L-target and it will follow, but it won't really catch up because it moves really slowly. It is cool that it does that, though. Okay. Honestly, I'm just looking for any excuse to use up bombs and arrows to buy more from Beetle. Oh, there's another one. I am losing the plot here. Okay, I'm gonna try to... I'm too lazy to bother resetting the wind. So I'm just gonna kinda curve my way around to get over here. No, that's too far. Well, my good luck streak on these had to end sooner or later. You got a Triforce shard. Only need 2 more. That's 3/4. So, where to now? Well, I believe Two-Eye Reef and Outset Island are the last 2 Triforce shards. That's correct. And we had a treasure chart location at Headstone Island. So I am... And those are fortunately just right 3 in a row. So I am going to go to Two-Eye Reef. And we will work from there. Here we are at Two-Eye Reef for the second to last Triforce shard. And there it is over there. How close can I get? So close! I don't want to deal with these cannon boats right now. I'm gonna be in trouble getting out of here. Okay, tell you what. I'm gonna take these guys down and I'll meet you at Headstone Island. This is gonna get ugly. Back at Headstone Island, the entrance to the Earth Temple. And this, my friends, is our final treasure chart treasure, a term I have still not found a good replacement for and won't need it anyway after this. It's another silver rupee! Of course it is, I already told you that was going to be the case. So we just have the last piece of the Triforce, which is at Outset Island, our home. And I will see you there. I'm going to take a little detour first, though, but you'll have to wait till later to see why. Okay, so I kind of screwed up royally here. I thought I had taken care of the puzzles and challenges on every island, and the reason I thought this was that I kept a list of all the pieces of heart and treasure charts, and I had checked all of those off because I had all of them. The problem is that some of the islands' challenges don't give you a piece of heart or a treasure chart, as is the case with the island I went to. Now, I was trying to track down a few remaining pieces of blue chew jelly to show you what happens when you get enough of them and go to Windfall Island. So I went to Shark Island because it was nearby and I knew it had a blue choo-choo on it. The problem is I hadn't actually done the puzzle of Shark Island, but I thought I had because I thought I'd done everything. So when I got there and saw that I needed to do the puzzle, I thought I just needed to do it again in order to get to the place where the blue choo-choo was. And unfortunately, I didn't realize until most of the way through it that I hadn't even done it once. So, what you're about to see is me playing through the puzzle of Shark Island, thinking I had already shown it, wondering why I had to do it again. At the end of this, I realize my mistake and explain what I've had to do to get as far as I have, so you'll see it, and then eventually I will explain it. In the meantime, you'll hear some of my music. Hopefully, this will all make sense to you. Okay, so guys, it turns out that we never actually did the secret/quest of Shark Island. I thought we already had. And I just came back here to get the blue chew jelly. So I'm probably gonna do just post commentary for that part. Or actually, I may end up leaving it blank and just show some clips explaining what I did, because I thought I was redoing it and I just came here to get the blue chew jelly. But there is a pretty significant enemy presence here. Anyway, if you didn't figure out from watching, basically there are 4 switches and you have to press them or activate them all in a very short span of time, and it's pretty tricky to do actually. But there's a hammer switch, an iron boot switch, one of those diamond switches, and then just the kind you step on. And that both creates the... Whiz robes? Really? That both creates the updraft you need to reach the top of the island, which is where the 4 yellow rupees and the blue choo-choo are hiding, but it gets rid of the fire that leads down to this pit of misery. Dilly dilly indeed. Can't believe how that's caught on. Ah. Arrows. I need arrows. Okay, so this has been an embarrassing gaffe on my part. Hopefully I can find a way of making this all work in post-production. Oh boy. Lots of dark nuts and they all have shields. This is something. May actually have a reason to use a red potion at this rate. Might as well. See, the trouble is, you know, they gang up on you. Hey, hey, hey. Come on. This had better be good. This had better be good. This is a freaking joy pendant. Okay, silver rupee. Okay, I can live with that. That's worth it. You'd think they'd put a piece of heart on this one. You know, this is a not insignificant battle after some strategic work to get in here in the first place. But, okay. Well, that embarrassing gaffe aside, and I can't wait to see how I handle this in post-production, we're going to go back to Outset Island for real this time and get the last Triforce shard. After I stop by Beetle's shop ship first, I'm sure. See you there. Well, here we are. Back to the place where it all began. Back to the room where it all began! For you Panic at the Disco fans. And isn't it fitting that at the very island where we started our adventure, all those episodes ago, that would be the island where we find the last piece of the Triforce. At last, you found the last shard. Fused together, all 8 form the Triforce of Courage. Well done, Link. With the shards you have collected, the Triforce of Courage is now complete at last. We must make for Hyrule, quickly. But not that quickly, right? Because there are a couple last things we're going to do above the surface of the ocean. One of them is right here sailing towards us ominously at an annoyingly slow speed, Beetle's shop ship. Because off-screen, just after the Shark Island debacle... Oh. Hang on a second. He's selling different stuff here. Yeah, and it's all full. Okay. So, off-screen, I grinded up to 59 points. Oh, is it not gonna... It's, this is annoying. I have to go in and out in order to do this. Oops. So, I got us up to 59 points, so we just have to make one more purchase from Beetle and get the gold membership, and for all this has put me through, it better be a bit better than the complimentary ID he gave us last time. Oh, you've saved up 60 points! You've earned a gold membership! And my dog is very excited about it. Hi, Mischief. Yes, it's a gold membership. To you, our latest gold member, Beetle's Shop Ship offers a fabulous gift. It will be arriving soon at a red post box near you. I hope you'll await it anxiously. And on top of that most special of gifts, you shall be treated as a VIP in our store. Oh, just use this to browse. Yeah, VIP my foot. It doesn't really help us at all, but my dog really wants my attention. Hi, Mischief. She's got her paw up on my knee and everything. It's kind of adorable. Anyway. As we await Beetle's prize, there are 2 final stops I want to make, and they're at 2 of the sort of hub areas that we've been to before. The first is one last stop at our beloved Windfall. And because of the whole Shark Island blunder, debacle, fiasco, catastrophe, unmitigated disaster, you now know already what I was up to in between all of these things. It was tracking down Blue Choo-Choos in hopes to get Chew Jelly to give Doc Bandom, or Badman, or whatever it is, Professor Frink. But there's one other thing we can do here. Now, I know I said that I'm saving the Nintendo Gallery and all of that for a bonus episode, especially with the whole Helmrock King thing being missed. But some of you may be wondering, and that's actually my sister's cat. I don't know if you could hear that meow, but he wants attention too. So you may be wondering to yourself, though, but certain characters like, say the Great Fairy or whatever, you can't actually snap a picture of, so there must not be figurines of them. Well, actually, there are. If you talk to Lenzo, guess what, young Link? Today is a great day in pictography. Today marks the day long past when I, as a young lad still struggling to reach the pinnacle of pictography, received my very first legendary pictograph. A legendary pictograph is an image of a being or essence that has passed beyond the knowledge of this world. They're quite incredible, really. These are images that one comes across only in the rarest of circumstances, but as I am the leading pictographer in the land, I have managed to gather many of them. And yet, Link, seeing as how you are one who has dedicated his life to the art of pictography as I have, I am willing to pass on to you one of those most treasured legendary pictographs. If you have any open pictograph slots, I will place this image in your deluxe picto box. Let me see it for a moment, would you? So yes, if we give Lenzo our picto box, he will give us one of his... I shall place this pictograph in there immediately. No, but perhaps that would be hasty. This is, after all, a very precious thing. I cannot just give it away for free, can I? Of course, that would be too easy. What do you say, young sir? Will you pay 50 rupees for it? Yes. I have received my payment, so now without delay. He gives us a pictograph of Ganondorf. Isn't this a fine pictograph? I just stick this here and... You got one of the legendary pictographs in your deluxe picto box. For me, every day is pictography day. I cannot wait for tomorrow to come. And that is your hint that if you come here on different phases of the moon, he will give you different pictographs. So there are, I want to say, 8. I'll have a little correction or further review thing or something on screen now saying whether I was right or wrong about that. But that is how you get pictographs of characters that you cannot actually take pictographs of. And our last event here on Windfall Island. Boy, are we going to make this Nutty Professor's Day.
Gasp! Could it possibly be? Did you, by chance, bring me chew jelly? This is an extremely rare color of chew jelly. Perhaps it indicates a new breed? What a fascinating jelly development! I've never seen one in this particular hue on Pawprint Isle. A small atoll famous for its robust chew population. But I digress, and the game is afoot. For when it comes to making potions, I am a true artist. I've been shown something rare. Inspiration bubbles up from within me. Ooh, wait for it. Here it comes. Oh! That's it! That's it, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it, that's it. That's it, that's the sparkle I was looking for. The sudden burst of inspiration. Eureka! I'm going to use this chew jelly to create a brand new, unheard of kind of potion. It's been 10 years since I began my now legendary studies of chew jelly. I must begin mixing this new potion before my first new inspiration in years vanishes.
Again, my dog is concerned. I think the voice freaked her out.
It's ready at last. My new chew jelly concoction. It's still piping hot, And I want you to have this first batch, my fellow jelly connoisseur. What's this? No! Oh, what a travesty. You don't have an empty bottle. I can't give you any potion.
Really? Oh, that's right. I don't. Okay, well... I have one now. He's gonna make me pay for it, isn't he?
Hello again. This is the Chew Jelly Juice Shop. We use only 100% natural chew jelly here, I assure you.
Blue potion, 60 rupees. This powerful potion replenishes both life energy and magic power. It's an incredibly effective dose of medicine.
La-di-da, thank you muchly.
So that is what happens when you finally muster up 15 pieces of blue chew jelly. Or blue chew jelly. He can make a blue potion, which again is basically the same as the potions that Hollow makes for you out of the Boko seeds, the Boko Baba seeds. But I'm trying to turn it today. But the benefit to this is you don't have to gather seeds every time you want to get one, because now that you've gotten 15 pieces of blue chew jelly, you bring it to crazy Professor Frink in there, Doc Bandham, and he will have it for sale now, so you'll only need 60 rupees. I thought Beetle's thing would have arrived by now. Well, maybe when I get to my next destination, which is Dragon Roost Island. For one final time, we will be graced by the beautiful Peruvian-inspired music. Post box is not jumping. I wish it would jump. Maybe I have to actually accomplish something first, or maybe it just requires another day. But what I did want to do is way back when we finished up on Dragon Roost Island, I had mentioned, and I forgot to show this last time, that there's this big rock that we couldn't get a bomb to before. And if we blow it up, there's a secret cavern back here. Now, the funny thing about this is it's set up like one of those gauntlets that give you a Triforce chart, honestly, but it's actually not. It's this weird kind of labyrinth thing. And essentially, you just... like, I really don't know how this works. You kind of... I mean, these rooms, like, you're kind of going into a different version of the same room through the door you just went through? Like, does any of that make any sense to anyone? No, didn't think so. Notice we have 1459 in terms of rupee total, and that is a Sugar Ray album that I had as a kid. That's one of the, that's kind of a cautionary tale in music, and I can actually tell the story. We got the album because we heard the song, and I can't remember enough of how it goes to sing it, but I'll still put a reference in it. The song Every Morning was a big hit on the radio for Sugar Ray, and so we heard it on the radio a lot. And we're like, yeah, we like this song. So we got the album, and every other song on that album it was like a totally different style and feel from that song. So, and don't get me wrong, it's a great album. I like it a lot. But it was much more sort of electronic and weird and synthy and funky as opposed to this more acoustic sounding singer-songwriter. Every morning when I wake up, there's something telling something I land on my girlfriend's four-post bed or something like that. Again, it's been too long since I've listened to it. But, yeah, so every other song on that record sounded totally different than that. So that's a tip when you're picking a single off your album. I mean, I guess it's one way to get people to buy the album, but personally, I'd advise doing something that vaguely resembles the rest of the album. But that's just me. I still don't have an album out as of the time of recording this. But anyway, we got a 50 rupee, a 50 rupee. Just wanted to show that because it was back here and because I'd mentioned this little cavern way back when, and people might have been wondering whatever happened to it. I'm going to check the mailbox. Nope, still nothing, so I am going to change it from day to night and night to day until the mailbox starts jumping. Well, that was easy. Good evening. Letters for Link, we have one letter. Here is your letter. Oh, he did it again? I forgot he did this. This parcel has been sent cash on delivery. Postage due is 10 rupees. To all gold membership holders, thank you very much for your continued patronage of Beetle Shop Ships. It has come to my attention that you have earned 60 shopping points. This entitles you to gold membership in my stores. All gold membership holders receive a special gift of one fill-up coupon that fills your stock of items. When you find yourself running low on items, bring this coupon to your nearest Beetle Shop Ship for an instant fill-up. Does not apply to all products. Beetle! You get a fill-up coupon. It will fill every item you have to the max. Give it to Beetle, but remember it doesn't cover all of his products. Keep it in your delivery bag for now. I don't know if I've actually bothered to use this, so I'm gonna chuck out a few bombs, a few arrows. I just want to see what this does at this point. There he is, over there. Am I going to be able to catch up to him? There's the cat again. Let's see. Slow down before I drown, Beetle. I don't think I'm going to make it. Oh, well, I can stop myself from drowning at least. Well, let's see. What does this do? Would you like to use your fill-up coupon? Ready? Instant item fill-up! Be happy! Well, it worked. I mean, filled the magic and the bombs and the arrows, and so that's good, I guess. Still kind of terrifying. But anyway, with that done, we have completed everything there is to do in the Great Sea. So all that's left is to return to Hyrule. Back to Zelda, who's been waiting there for us. And to confront Ganondorf. I'll see you in the next episode.